Welcome to Invest. We'll talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 3:42 p.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum country $2,834, up about 2.15% so far. Respect to over crypto market and the equity market, you can see that clearly the equity market is bright green today. It seems like the stock is still rallying for the third consecutive days after the FOMC meeting. Obviously, we had the anticipatory pressure, subsequently the confirmatory signal from Jerome himself, and then the relief rally that's sustaining. So it's been 3 days of consecutive buying pressure. Early this morning, we saw like a slight dip, right? Because of the fact that we surged up, quite prominently yesterday. So some people took some profit, but as the day durates, because of lack of just negative news across the media spectrum around the Russia-Ukraine war, obviously the delisting news, the sanction, when it's less active and when the big hurdle of the FOMC meeting was, I guess we jumped over the obstacle, it's conveying some buying pressure across the spectrum, right? But ultimately, we need to understand what technical is telling us, right? Also, because like right now, is it a confirmed reversal or is it the other way around? So let's just dive into it, right? So let's just look at the equity side real quick. You can see that Dow Jones, S&P, and Nasdaq are all green right now. Look at some selective equity. You could see that Coinbase is actually forming a golden cross right now. So with the 47 out of 70, so ideally keep surging up to somewhere around 195 would be the next level of resistance. Tesla is also surging as well, but do we see this as a lasting buying pressure? I would give that relatively a no. Knowing the fact that we have a golden cross, that's why we have surging so far, but we have broke through the 850, which is a good level, right? And then the next level we need to get up would be somewhere around 892 as the next level of resistance, right? As we crack through that, we'll go up to the 929 and then subsequently go up to the four digits again, right? But can we do that? I'll give that maybe a 15% probability that we'll actually keep going up because of the fact that we're relatively surged up right now and we have crossed up for quite some time now, so we are looking for an APAC. So I don't really think we can actually crack 900 anytime soon based on the current technical setup at the moment. But with respect to NEO, I would say that's a little bit opposite. We are at the 44 out of 70, but we're about to form a mega golden cross. So as a next level, we're going to be keep surging. And I think we are just at the early inning of it. We're going to surge up to like the 20 mark. As we get to the 20 mark, this will confirm a new reversal trend. That means the bull momentum for NEO is going to begin from there. And respect to BABA, comparable in application with the 47 out of 70 about to form a mega golden cross as well. You can see that clearly we are at the 100 mark. Been lingering around this level for quite some time today, like 102, 105, go back to 98, come back up to 100. So it's definitely some strong appetite here despite being down about 4.3%. But remember, BABA was up close to 35% yesterday. So being down about 4.25%, hovering around 100, that means there are a lot of appetites and interest on BABA. BABA is still relatively oversold, despite and undervalued in a fundamental perspective. So the next level that we'll get up to will be somewhere 110. We have a gap here, so ideally going to 125 would not be a surprise to me. We might see more like mega pump with respect to BABA coming. So going back to the crypto side of the house, Ethereum is currently up about 2%. The next level we need to get to will be the 2850. You can see that we're $25 away. We are at the 55 out of 70. We have a cross section, but because of the fact that we are relatively at the upper echelon of the neutral, right, about to be kind of overbought, I don't think we will have a shot of actually going up to be like 315A, which is the next level, right? I think maybe breaking off as we get to a 2972, that's the max I think we can get to. We need to come back down again and ideally form escalator upward, right? Right now we're still kind of a zigzag, but it's still downtrend, so nothing confirmatory until we get to 3158, which is an important level we need to get up to. Bitcoin flat as well. Bitcoin is still bearish right now. This is not we're still in a downtrend despite up, I mean not up, like flat right now, hovering around the 40. With the 53 out of 70 cross up recently already, so that means that's the reason why the green candle right here. But we are like, to sustain above the 40 is going to be relatively weak. I think this is really weak right now. This is still like a head and shoulder pattern kind of as well. So ideally cracking down to 37 to 34 will be more logical for us from here. So I don't really think this is a good level. I think we're optimistic, but I don't think we will actually have a strong shot of actually going back to 44 and then subsequently to 48 from here, which are relatively sizable leaps to get up to. Sorry, let me just go back up to Dogecoin. 11 cents right now, anywhere from basically 11 to 10.66 with a 41 out of 70. So it's okay, not the best. Cardano, 88 right now, anywhere from 78 all the way to 74. Solana is at 90 right now. As expected, we form a golden cross, so that's why we've been leaping up. But with the 51 out of 70 right now, right? So would I be buying now? I would say if you were to choose, I would not ideally do so because the risk management level is not the best at the moment. But I like anywhere from basically, 85 to below is fair game. So if you believe Solana long term, I don't think it's terrible. XRP is up about 1.26% at the moment right now to 55 out of 70. We are just gliding on the sideways fashion around the 78 because 78 is an easy level. But it's still, not sustainable because we're relatively high up already. So 69 to 57 will be better. So I prefer 62 to 57. Polkadot up about 1.61% at 55 right now. I like anywhere from 164 to 16.40 all the way to $14 from here. Algorand's up about 3.3%. We are at the 68 right now. No, not the 60. What am I saying? With the 75 right now. And with the 45 out of 70 cross up recently, that's why we have the golden cross and then sustain the bullish momentum. But is this sustainable? I think so. I think we could get up to 78 and ideally like breaking the momentum at 85 from here. So we have like 10 cents to surge up. But that's about it. And I think we could subsequently come back down as still forming kind of like a lower low. So I don't think the bear trend is out yet. Shiba Inu is down about 1.58%, low 2000s, right? So 2200, I mean, I like 2100. But that's just me being meticulous. I have 2100, 1400, 900. Those are the leap down, right? MagTax basically flat as well. 146 to 120, right? Would be the levels. AVAX up about close to 8% right now. You could see that we are just gliding, contemplating, do we go up to above 80 or do we go back down? We're still in a downtrend if you think about it. It's just like the peaks of the mountains are still downward, right? With the 55 out of 70, despite forming the golden cross allows for this surge, right? But is it sustainable? I would say no. I think ideally coming back down to the first level around the 70, because we have some consolidation here. But I think 60 to 50 from here would be like me personally for my risk tolerance. Luna is about to sell off, and I think it's gonna be relatively bloody. We're down about 1.71%. The next level we need to get down to will be 62, 52 to 45 from here. So right now it's that the 55 out of 70 former death cross recently. So yeah, I think more sell off is coming. So today is I guess a relief day out of the relief 3 days we've had so far. But in terms of reversal, I think media affectation might spin out of proportion. So let's just focus on the technical to, not let your emotions like run wild. I know some YouTubers are saying things like, I'm loading up now, I'm buying now, but that can have obviously an affectation onto the dynamic of the stock market and the crypto market. But is it long lasting? I would say no. We are still not out of the woods yet. And I think with respect to the lingering factors around the Russian-Ukraine war and some tensions around China as well, and the COVID that broke out in China, that's something we still don't know. We're not like completely out of the woods yet, right? We're still kind of progressing, just because like the media is telling you a different story compared to a couple of days ago doesn't mean the actuality has been dramatically changed over time, right? It's just that the verbiage and the sentiment psychologically is different. So that's not really the way that I would use that as a benchmark for me to invest yet, right? So appreciate you. Have a good one on this Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.